Okay, so we should be live. Let's see now if that's working. Okay, 1 2 1 2. Okay, so what am I going to do today? I was working on this game. Okay, tower defense game. So that is 2 days of work at this point, and there's a lot of, well, I mean, obviously it's in very early stages, so there's a lot of things wrong with it. What is the next thing I want to improve? I think I want to introduce text. I want to introduce text into the game. I will see if I can use free type. The other thing is, I'm not happy with how the debugging works. So I will see if I can come up with a completely different debugging system. And the other thing is the timing. Okay, and I'll see how far I get today, but I would like to be able to freeze time, like as in a pause button, or also for debugging purposes. So we'll see about that, right? But let me first try to do the whole free type thing, right? So free type sample program. So free type tutorial, if that might be just what I need. So they include library initialization, loading a font face. Is that gonna be complicated? The following code, simple text rendering. Okay, so let's see. The following code performs our simple text rendering with the functions previously described. Initialize library, create face object, set character size. That is much more complicated than I hoped it would be. Okay, this. What about? What about SDL text? Okay. Minimal runnable example. Not super efficient, but easy to integrate. Okay. etf.c. Okay, we have an example here. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find something that is simple. I was hoping for something simple. I thought there was here something like that. Render text. Okay, I don't want anything very sophisticated now. I just want something quick, simple. I thought I had seen a function, right? Okay, beginning game programming. Hello SDL, so that's just a hello world program, presumably. Hold on. I had seen a um yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so text texture. So is there anything here? No, I don't think there is anything that says text specifically. Okay. Okay, so it's not gonna work. Okay, I just want to try this. Okay, I just want to try this. So okay, just gonna type in the password here. Geez. Okay, did that not actually work here? Flip SDL2 Dev is already the newest version, right? And it's not installed. Okay, this is just... Okay, so this is start to be hassle. Okay, that I didn't want. I wanted to just introduce text in a very simple, quick, and easy way. So STB. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the raw stuff. Okay, this library processes true type files, parse files, extract. Okay, to do. Okay, find additional contributors. Yes, miscellaneous, bug warnings, report fixes, version, full history. Okay, license. Usage. Include this file in whatever places need to refer to it in one C++ file. Define this before the include of this file. Okay, this expands the actual implementation into that C. Okay. To make the implementation private to the file that generates. Okay. Simple 3D API. Don't ship this. Okay, but it's fine. So we're not interested in 3D API. Load a font file from memory buffer. Okay. Render Unicode code point to a bitmap. Okay, I'm going to try this. Okay. Let's get rid of that. I mean, so what does it say? That maybe we'll look at later if we get desperate. Here. Usage. So we need to include this. We need to define this. So copy. Right. And then include stb etf.h. Is that the right? No. True type. .h. Okay. So it's included. Let's see. So far should be no problem, right? Just compile. Okay. Now, load a font file from memory buffer. You have to keep the buffer loaded. Init font. Okay. Okay. I don't think we'll need those. Offset for index. Okay, so sometimes a font file can have more than one font. So I don't think we're gonna need that. So I'm gonna do this. That better fits in it, right? So how init Now, what font? What font do I want? So fonts. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything fancy to begin with, right? Copy. And then this. Okay, so that should load the font. So let's see if it still compiles, no problems. We do have too few arguments. Okay. Um, init init font. So font info part data. Okay. So I think we're supposed to load the data from the font into a buffer. Offset is probably 0, and then that is probably something we pass on. Is there any sample here? Additional documentation, detailed usage, advanced usage, sample programs here. Incomplete text info. Okay, yeah, no, not really. But complete program. This compiles get a single bitmap print as ASCII here. There we are. Okay. STB font info. BTF buffer. Okay. Okay. man if read. So it's size and then one and stream. Okay, FP. F close. Okay. So that's to know the size. What? That's not possible. How big is that? Okay. This is the size of the font. Okay, so that should load the font, I think. Okay. So now, okay, so that compiled, so that's one thing. Right, we got it to compile. Now, bitmap equals std get code point. Okay, and here it's looping through the bitmap. And it's outputting this, right? So, okay. Okay. Mm. Okay, unsigned car STB. Okay, does that mean that the other function allocates the memory? I think that's right. I think that's what that means. So now, if I copy this, that should in theory put the stuff in the terminal. Yeah, okay, now I lost it. Paste. I don't know if I can just type whatever I want here. I think I do. Yes. And then C would be the letter A, let's say. Okay, I just want to test that. See if it does anything at all. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's an address. Okay, so it's gonna fill that in. Okay, int W and H. S. What is S? S. We see S here. Is that an int? Yeah, it looks like that's an int. Has to be scale for pixel height. No, no. Well, copy. Okay, look. If I search for it, I might be able to find. Font size is the full height of the character from ascender to descender as computed by S. Okay, pixel height. To use a point size as computed, wrap the point. Okay, float pixel. Computer scale factor to produce a font whose height is pixels tall. Okay. Okay, produces a scale factor. Now, is S used anywhere else? I don't think it is. And okay, ascent minus D. Pixels divided by that. Okay, I think 1 is a perfectly acceptable thing here. I'm not sure I fully understand it, but I'll run with that. And it compiles, and now it does nothing. Okay. I don't know why. Okay, complete program. This compiles. Get a single bitmap. Print as ASCII art. Okay, do I want to just... Hold on. Okay, it says if 0 and if. So if I only just change one thing here. Output. Okay. So gcc-o test true type stb. Does that compile? No, that does not appear to compile. Okay, what happened? Okay. Okay, so if I call that test.c, is there C++ here? I think it's just C. Okay, test.c. Oh, yeah, I think it just kept including itself or something. Yeah. And anyway, dash o test.c. No. Oh gosh. No, no, no. Okay, did I? Oh no, that should be okay. That should be like this. Okay. So it doesn't find some mathematical functions that should include them. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it can't open that if I come. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, so it's printing something. It's doing something. So argument 1 or A. So apparently the first argument wants. So if I do R. No. Okay, that does not. Okay, what if I do 9? Okay, I have no idea how this program works. So, okay. The arguments will be numbered. 0 is the name of the program itself. 1, 2, 3. So there'll be 3 arguments. The third one is the name of the file. Okay? So the second one is a number. I'm not sure what the number is. Apparently it's 20 by default. It's S, oh, that's the scaling factor. Okay, so it will draw 20 times as big. Right, okay. So when it did output something, if I do 40, that should be twice as big. Okay, so that is something. And then here, A to I. C equals, so that's the character, right? That's the character. Oh yeah, but 20, okay, so it's looking for an ASCII thing. So if I do 96, yeah. So ASCII table. And let's say 68, okay. Okay. Okay, so that works. Yeah, we got there in the end. Okay, so what am I going to do now? I think I'm going to take this code and clean it up a bit. Okay, so that does that still work? If I compile again, I shouldn't have to include that anymore. Okay. Okay, I'm not used to this keyboard. This is a new keyboard and I'm struggling with it. Anyways. Oh, that is not working. Okay, so those bitmaps. I'm gonna get a bitmap for every code point. What I'm wondering about is that the only way to do it, or is that just in this example? Because that doesn't look like the most efficient way to do it. Okay, allocates. Okay, so it does allocate it. It allocates and returns a bitmap. Okay. Renders into bitmap you provide. Okay. So additional documentation. Are those all the functions? Like this? How many lines in there? Well, that's a big file. Okay. At first sight, there don't seem to be many other ways, right? Okay. Renders into bitmap you provide. That might be. Okay. Yeah, okay, there just isn't. I was hoping for. Oops. Sorry. I was hoping for a quick and easy way of doing the fonts, and it's going to be complicated no matter how we do it. This is probably the simplest way so far. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to. I'm just going to accept that for now, and. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna consider this a win. Okay, we are rendering. We are rendering fonts. Okay, so that's. I'm gonna come back later and clean up the code and do some real rendering in the game. Okay, so I see you later. Thank you for watching.